Italia.
You guys just pull out all the stops.
We pulled out all the stops.
I don't know. I mean, if you didn't like the guy, you might pull out all the stops.
Your mother wanted to pull out all the stops this year.
Oh, also, if you feel like you're losing control, just say the word Jericho, and I'll pull out all the stops.
And for our centennial celebration, we've pulled out all the stops.
You deserve a crazy, pull out all the stops, home-cooked meal, and I can guarantee you that.
And when it came to maintaining it, Gabby was willing to pull out all the stops.
They really go all out for Christmas here, huh?
Wow, they really go all out, huh?
So, they go all out for these shindigs, huh?
Really go all out when you're expecting company.
Well, I mean, food trucks are the way to go now. And actually, it's a great way to beta test your food without having to go all out with a restaurant.
I just happen to think it's the way to go. What you're doing here, this is not the way to go.
Now, that's just not the way to go here, Karen.
Because every cloud has a silver lining.
Every cloud has a silver lining?
Mike, I know you think this deal sucks, but there is a silver lining.
So it seems that cloud of odorless deadly gas had a silver lining after all.
I mean, humanity is just nasty, and there's no silver lining.
Because the silver lining of this whole thing is that it gave me a chance to figure out what kind of lawyer I want to be.
There is always hope.
There is always hope.
There's no reason not to be optimistic.
You have to be optimistic.
Choose to be optimistic.
Say, I'm fit as a fiddle.
Okay.
Besides my OCD, I'm fit as a fiddle.
They're fit as a fiddle and ready to fly.
You're as fit as a fiddle, Tare, from all the Nutria-Milk.
No, I'm fine. I'm just as fit as a fiddle.
What are you, like 23, 24, young, fit as a fiddle, immortal?
Don't worry, we are in great shape.
I'm in great shape. How about yourself?
I'm in great shape. I feel 10 years younger.
This girl is in great shape.
I got great friends, I'm in great shape, and I only sleep alone when I absolutely want to.
Well, you're in good health.
Eat in good health.
You've got love, you're in good health, you've got a roof over your head.
I had the guest list, the whole 9 yards. Calling dogs, helicopters, the whole 9 yards.
But I gotta tell you, when the time comes, I want the whole 9 yards.
He rented all the equipment, the whole 9 yards.
Cooking classes, yoga, wine tasting, the whole 9 yards.
I put out fires, I got kittens out of trees, the whole 9 yards.
And I'm gonna do everything possible to keep them from taking it.
I've been doing everything possible not to face that fact.
Literally trying everything possible to try to save what we have.
We have to do everything possible to make sure nothing weird happens.
We're supposed to enjoy it. All of it.
It's going to Goodwill. All of it.
I've had a lot of time to think about it, all of it. I hope it turns out that way, but this thing has a lot of risk, and I'd be taking all of it.
Listen, I'm gonna need to take a rain check.
You're gonna need a rain check on that dance.
Okay, well, I'll have to take a rain check, but thanks for the offer.
Lovely as that sounds, I'm gonna have to take a rain check.
But I'm gonna have to take a rain check, because Amy and I already have plans.
I lost weight in the whirlwind romance, so, would you mind if I took a rain check for tea?
Today, can we not do this right now?
Oh, I'd love to postpone, darling, but I just cashed my last rain check.
We don't have time to reschedule.
Would it be possible to reschedule this call, please?
I'm sure he'll want to reschedule your appointment.
Yeah, you can do that another time.
Well, I'll have to hear about it another time.
Well, perhaps another time. But can we talk about this another time?
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. So he came up with a good idea.
I know you're upset, but you have to pull yourself together. Listen, I'm gonna give you a few days to pull yourself together.
So, take a minute, pull yourself together, and come inside.
Pull yourself together and go out there and make Teddy feel like he's the most interesting man on earth.
You need to know that you're way out of bounds. You need to pull yourself together.
Nelly, Yuki, get a grip.
Get a grip!
Well, counsel on both sides, please try to get a grip on your clients.
I know you are grieving, but at some point you are going to have to get a grip.
Cam told me today that life's not fair, losers whine, winners suck it up, and you keep telling him to get a grip and move on, and he doesn't know how to do that.
You can do it anywhere and just leave at a drop of a hat.
I'm able to recall hundreds of important details at the drop of a hat.
Oh, she prays at the drop of a hat these days.
Schedule can change at the drop of a hat.
11 years looking after her, I can't just stop at the drop of a hat.
I could fly off to Paris. The drop of a hat, you know.
If I could, I'd get out of here in a heartbeat.
And trust me, in a heartbeat, you'll know the right thing to do.
It took me years to realize that, and he was just realizing it in a heartbeat.
It killed me to lie. But if it meant keeping those kids safe, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Could end your friend's life in an instant.
All changed in an instant. It's amazing how your world can change in an instant.
You don't think you can fall in love in an instant?
And all in an instant, everything changes.
She raises the kids, he brings home the bacon.
I am the man of the house, and I need to start bringing home the bacon.
Well, somebody has to bring home the bacon.
I gotta go to work so I can bring home the bacon.
You might be called upon to bring home the bacon.
Perhaps you could bring home the bacon, huh?
I'm the provider. I bring home the bacon.
You'd consider it?
Let you bring home the bacon for a while, right?
Passion doesn't put food on the table or a roof over your head.
I'm not denying you your right to put food on the table for your family.
It's time to put food on the table and grow up.
Poor doorman has to work 2 jobs to put food on the table for mother and baby.
People working 2-3 jobs just to put food on the table and still drowning in debt.
Anything to support his family.
You have to work every day to support a family?
If he hadn't been able to provide and support his family.
A real living at it. Or at least one decent enough to support a family.
And now that you're down for the count, I'm more than happy to pick up where you left off.
Oh, and fun is down for the count.
As a matter of fact, I'm taking measures to make sure he goes down for the count.
Well, he's down for the count now. Now, because I'm going to tell you something. We might be down for the count.
Well, I think they're all down for the count.
I never want to see her as she was before, defeated and lost and hopeless.
I agree to let you say goodbye to her the moment that you're defeated.
Might it have something to do with the fact that I've been defeated?
Something has to be defeated in order for something else to be selected. So
I already know.
Your bills were easily defeated.
And with the men out of commission, the women are left to keep things going.
They didn't find my bag and my phone is out of commission.
Can I have a ride to school?
No.
Why?
Blue Tiger's out of commission for a while.
So I'm taking the rap for this.
You're not actually taking the rap for any of this, are you?
He's more than well compensated to take the rap.
He's innocent. I'll be more than happy to take the rap on this.
So if you take the rap from me, you're a minor.
It's sort of a waste for both of us to do time, so why don't you just take the rap for me?
We'll take some of the heat for this, but we're not taking the rap.
The morality of letting someone take the rap troubled me greatly, but paled against the hard wiring of my natural will to survive. The morality of letting someone take the rap troubled me greatly, but paled against the hard wiring of my natural will to survive.
You're a man who can't take responsibility.
I just want to help him take responsibility for what he did.
You got to start taking responsibility for your life.
If you don't go out there and take responsibility for this, then I will.
A martial artist has to take responsibility for himself.
In a nutshell, it's it. The American people are turning sullen.
In a nutshell, as you know, we have an ecosystem of hundreds of thousands of apps at this point.
Okay, this is basically how it works. I mean, in a nutshell.
So in a nutshell, you're following me down here to settle a score?
Okay, well, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is leadership.
That's my life in a nutshell.
Okay, that's it, in a nutshell.
In short, we need to cut some costs.
In short, I want you entirely.
In short, select a girl that you would be proud to have as your own daughter.
We make sure that when you reach a career milestone like that you are rewarded for that achievement. In short, that you get paid very well.
To sum up, I think it's a workable plan.
I think I can sum up the show for you with one word.
All right, well, to sum up, focus on science.
And as they all start to read, I'll sum up the presentation with the words, "The future is ours, and we will take it."
Take everything I say with a grain of salt.
I've always taken you with a grain of salt.
You just gotta take it all with a grain of salt.
take him with a grain of salt, please.
Honey, it's important to take the future with a grain of salt.
Well, since you don't make the decisions around here, she'll just have to take that with a grain of salt.
You were skeptical because you thought this was going to be a wasted evening.
Well, you're still skeptical, huh?
Because, among other things, she's skeptical, like you.
I'm skeptical of Lucas, and I'm skeptical of the White House.
You know I was skeptical, but it's been kind of nice reminiscing about my mom.
Forgive me for being skeptical about your agency's basic competence.
At the wedding, you'll be the apple of every bachelor's eye.
Oh, look who it is. My husband, the apple of my eye.
And his wife, Dolly? Well, she was the apple of his eye.
And he was the apple of Will's eye. I just love it.
Keep the Lord's commandments and teachings as the apple of your eye.
May the apple of your eye see only good. And may God make smooth the path before you. Apple of my orchard, the fire of my heart, the woman who makes it all worthwhile. My beautiful wife.
This is huge, man. Your re-entry is a thorn in a lot of sides, and
There's a thorn in both our sides.
The thorn in her side, the fishbone in her throat.
You are the thorn in his side.
You said I'm the thorn in his side?
So I can be your buddy, or I can be a thorn in your side.
You know, he's just gotten rid of the biggest thorn in his side. Barring me, of course.